Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about half sorting. Working out some techniques. Been looking a little bit at Talhofer, Fiore, some of the German stuff. But basically, this is for SCA use, and so bear that in mind as you're watching. The nature of half sorting I want to talk about a little bit first is hand transitions and getting to the half sword position. And where the half sword position is. I'm not an advocate of the hands being way down here, unless you're really just trying to support some kind of a guard or a block in some sort, right? Over here, over here. This just seems a lot more natural to me. So if I'm left hand high, I can immediately go to that half sword block to a strike position. Or up under the arm, rotate to the head, strike, thrust up into the face, into the body, step around into an armpit. Some of these are kills, some of these are strikes to the head. But the half sword techniques were, I believe, developed to allow the Knight or Men-at-Arms to really put a lot of power into a thrust. Or a concussive blow to try to knock an opponent down or out. So a lot of those things we're doing our best not to do, at least not dangerously in the SCA, so bear that in mind. The half sword position, where when I'm in here with my sword, also gives me that fulcrum point to strike. See how I'm using my bottom hand as much as my top hand to do that, right? Come high. See how when I come high, my hand changes from that position for the lower thrust position or the striking position to come high and thrust, sometimes even like this. There's going to be a lot of transitions in doing that. However you choose, you want to do that, okay? We don't really get involved in any of this kind of thing, certainly not in the SCA, but very applicable in true armored combat, Knights on the Battlefield of the Middle Ages, using the Kian, which wouldn't have a nice, soft, big ball on the end of it, or even a pommel strike. Almost using it like Victor Corbin, or like a two-handed hammer. It might be here, draw it in, and strike to a pommel strike. In the SCA, I've been thinking that might be a use on a shield. I can just strike that shield nice and hard and then rotate. Here, step, back strike, forward strike, thrust, those kind of things. But just a little bit of thoughts on half sorting.